What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another LSPDFR tutorial. Today we're going to be installing another car, and it's going to be this one. And we're not going to have all blue. The reason I'm choosing this one, and I didn't even know this one existed with a different light bar until my buddy JJ Dawkins showed me. Because the original car that came out, the light bar was crap. It flew off the car when you hit stuff. It was just pitiful. And then he informed me that this one had a different light bar on it, so we're going to install that one. But we're not going to install it with all blue lights. We're going to install it with blue and red lights. So that's what we're going to do. The first thing you need to do is you need to open it up. Now, when it comes, originally it's going to come as police. I changed it to police 3 because that's where I'm going to put it. And if you take a look at his README, he tells you where to put it. You can follow his if you want, or you can do it the way I'm going to do it because I'm not going to install it where he installed it. I'm going to install it. The only one that's actually going to go in the original place he says to do is this one here, the vehicle metas line. That's the only one that's going to go in the original place. The rest of them are going to go where I want them to go instead of where he says to put them. So after you rename it all to police, you're going to open this up. You're going to open up your IV. And you're going to go to mods, update, x64, DLC packs, patch day 11. If you've been following along with me, you're going to go to patch day 11. You're going to start to notice a trend. Levels, GTA 5, vehicles, RPF. And you're going to notice that all my police cars, any vehicle I add goes in patch day 11, or the newest one, whichever is there. As you can see, I already renamed it to police 3, and I have put it in here. And there it is. With that awesomeness of a light bar. That's much better than the one he originally had on it. We're going to change the skins on it. We're going to change the light colors. We're going to change everything. So you're going to see it all happen right here on the spot. So we've got the car in. Now we need to worry about the metal lines, which he provides right here. First, we're going to do the car variations meta. Now, he has it for police, so we're just going to change that to police 3. Anything in here that says police, we're going to change it to police 3. I'm not going to mess with the siren settings right now. I don't know why police 4 is in there. We're not going to be using the police 4. We're only going to use the police 3. We're going to leave this at 13 temporarily until we... Normally, for all blue, it needs to be 14, so why he has 13, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what 13 does. I'm going to file, and we're going to save it. That way we can alter it and not have to mess with it later. So now when we click in, it should say police 3. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing with the vehicles meta. We're going to come in here, and we're going to change that to police 3. Police 3. And it should be it. And that stuff doesn't matter. Okay, so now we're going to file, save. All right, so now both of these are edited to the way we want them for police 3. And like I said, if you've been following me before, everything goes in a certain folder. And I do it for a few reasons. I do it because it's easier to find them. All right, so back to the main file. We're going to install the car variations line first. Now remember, the game does not have an editable car variation. So for every car I install, I put in a car variations. So mods, always do the mods folder. Update. Why is it being difficult? Oh, that's why. Update, x64, DLC packs. And then for the car variations, we're going to do MP Valentine's 2. DLC RPF, common, data, level, nope. Not levels. For car variations, it's right here. And like before, you're going to drag one out to the desktop. That's the one that you're going to actually edit. And you're going to drag a backup to the backup folder. That way you have a backup in case this goes horribly wrong. And it might, because I haven't done this one yet. So we're gonna do this together. So we're going to minimize that. Come over here, and we're going to open this up. And just to verify there's no police 3, click somewhere at the top, Control F, and type in police 3. And there's not. So that makes it simple, because now all we have to do is we'll go ahead and close that because we don't need it at the moment. It's still right here, though. So we're going to click on the Police 3 car variations and hit Shift and down and go all the way down to the bottom of Police 3. You want the item ending, which is this one right here. This is actually the item that starts Police 4, so you want to end right there. We're going to hit Copy, and then we're going to exit out of that, and then we're going to open up this, and you're going to go right here to beside variation data. At the end of variation data, you're going to hit Enter, right click, and paste. And now your car variations is in for Police 3. Now, I'm not going to mess with this one just yet. I'm pretty sure all the rest of them are 1 and 1. And they are. But we're going to leave it alone temporarily. And we're going to see what it does in game. And then if I want to change it from there, we'll change it in a minute. Alright, so now we're going to hit File, Save, Delete. We're going to close that. And we're going to bring this back up. And we're going to take this car variations. And we're going to go ahead and drop it right in there. And you're going to see that 6602 should change. And it did change to 8.995 kilobytes. So now we're going to close this. Now we can go ahead and delete this, because we don't need it. If we do need it later, we can pull it back out. This way it keeps your desktop clean. You don't have a lot of... I have way too much stuff on here as it is, because I've been changing PEDs and all kinds of stuff in my other game. And I am aware that tutorial number 4 lost audio, my audio. I believe it's because my wife came in and I muted my mic to talk to her. And I don't believe I turned it back on, though I thought I did. Apparently I did not. Which is odd, because the ones I did after that had it. So maybe if you mute a mic in the middle of it and then turn it back on, it still mutes it permanently. I'm not sure. I apologize. In that video, we essentially did the exact same thing we're doing in this video. So we're just going to leave that at that. Alright, so now we need to do the vehicles meta line. The Police 3 vehicle metas. And the game has vehicle metas for Police 3, but we're going to edit it so that we have his. Alright, so you go back to GTA. You're going to do Mods, Update RPF, Common, Data, Levels, GTA 5, and then there's your vehicles meta. And again, you're going to drag one to the desktop that you're going to edit, and you're going to drag another one up to the backup folder in case we screw this shit all up. And I've been known to do it. Everybody does. That's why we make backups of everything, so that if this is messed up, we just pop the originals back in. Then we go to patch day 11, delete Police 3, and you're back to normal and you can start over. Alright, so we're going to minimize that because we don't need it. We're going to open this up. Then you're going to start right here. Remember, we've already edited this for Police 3. And you should just go all the way to the bottom because that's it. And then copy, close, open this up. Now, in here you cannot just add it to here. You have to click on this, Control F, POLICE 3. And then hit enter. And there's Police 3 right there. Alright, so what we're going to do now is you're going to grab the item beginning, shift, and you go all the way to the bottom of the Police 3 itself. Which would be right there. Police old 1 is actually the end. Remember, you need to go to this one, the item end. Then you hit right click and hit paste. And that's going to automatically put the new one that you copied right on top of it, right in the place it needs to be. Nothing wrong with that at all. So you got item end, item start, Police 3. And go to the bottom. Then you got item end, item end, item start, and Police old. So now we're going to hit File, Save. And then we're going to close out of that. And we can go ahead and close out of... No, actually we're going to minimize that. And then open this back up. And you're just going to take this vehicle's meta, the one you just edited, and you're going to drop it in there. And you're going to watch that 1597 jump. Maybe not, because I just edited one that was already there. You didn't add one. So now we're going to change the skins, and we're going to change the light bar colors. We're not going to change the Corona colors. We're going to change the light bar colors. And, alright, so we need to go back to the car files. And again, you can delete this because you don't need that, because you have a copy of it in the game. Alright, so we're going to go to the light bar files. We're going to go to Mods, Update, X64, DLC Packs, Patch Day 11, DLC RPF, X64, Levels, GTA 5 Vehicles, and you're going to go down to Police 3, which is right here. And we'll take a look at it beforehand, just to make sure it's the right car. And it is. I think I'll slide that to the center. Alright. And if you notice on my desktop, I have backups for everything. Man cop clothes. This is actually the lady cop, but it was named something different to begin with. License plates. I mean, backup, backup, backup. Alright, so now we're going to go into Police 3 YTD, and this is where all the textures for the car are. Right now, as you can tell, it's got all blue everything, and we're going to be changing all of this soon. First, we want to change the skin. Alright, so you're going to click on the first skin, and you're going to hit replace, and then you're going to navigate to wherever you have your skins. For me, it's desktop, cars, and then we're going to use the Cincinnati police skins that I made. And is it this one? No. It's this Caprice. And we're going to click that. Open. And there it is. And you're going to click on the second one. Replace. And I'm going to delete the third one. And the reason I'm going to delete the third one is, for one, I've already got 2 different car numbers. And that's fine with me. The third one, the problem with the third one is, see he's got it at 3600, where mine are 4096. Because the car is such a high poly car in the first place, there's no point in adding a third skin that you really don't need and raising, the count of the car even more. So we're just going to delete the third one. And I believe one of them is supposed to be a canine, so we'll replace that one and with this one, because that one's a canine skin. And you see, now we have one that's canine and we have a regular. And then we're going to save it. Delete that because they never be quiet, but that's alright because they're my friends. And actually, there's a fourth one there, so hold on. I did not realize that there was a fourth one there. Right there, so we need to delete that one too. Now we'll save it. Now, to verify that we've changed the skins, once it's done, we're going to go back into the Police 3 YFT, and it's going to show us a picture of it. And it did not. So that tells me one thing. That we need to go to the Police 3 High YTD because he has the same files in here. Remember in the previous video I told you that there is a very good possibility that you may have to replace them in the High YTD as well. So click on it. Replace. Police sign 1. Open. Replace number 2. And remember, we're going to use the K9 one for me. You can use whatever skin you want that's compatible with this template. And in my pack, which I released, I include the template of the vehicle that it goes for in it, because this is the same pack that I released on the LSPDFR page for these skins. And that one. And then you're going to click on number and if you want to continue to add skins to it, by all means go for it. The reason I'm not is because I designed mine at 4K versus 36. So you can do it however you want. So we're going to delete that, and we're going to delete number 4. And then there you go, and then we're going to save it. Now, when this is done, we'll go into the Police YFT, and we'll see if it's changed now. Now it has changed because we now have the correct, we've replaced the skins all over the place. And all these lights are going to be changing in a minute. That's what we're going to do next. Alright. Now, there's one thing I got to do real quick. My buddy JJ sent me, I don't want all the files. Maybe. There, it's coming. He sent me all the files for it to change it. Or did he? I know he did. No? Nope. Oh, there we go. Alright, cool. Yeah. Alright, so here's all the blue lights. And we're just going to drag this one here to the desktop, because that's where we're going to find it the easiest for this car. Now, you can easily, if you don't have, and I usually do it for all of mine, but in this case, since JJ sent it to me, I'm just going to use his. You can go into the Police YTD, And you can go down here, and any of these that are all red, if you want them to be red and blue, click it, hit export, and then just export to your desktop. And then if you have paint.net, you can go into paint. You have to use paint.net, to my understanding. Well, anything that needs to be clear, because if you go into regular paint, it's going to make it straight blue and it won't be clear and it won't flash right. So you need paint.net. At least that's been my experience. You can pull all these that have blue lights in them. You can pull all these out, put them in paint.net, and edit them. Because, like I said, my buddy JJ sent me all of them. I'm not going to do it that way. I'm just going to use the ones that he already did for me. Normally, I would do it myself. So we're going to click this, and we're going to hit replace. And we're going to navigate to the desktop. And red and blue right there. Red and blue lights. And we're going to just start replacing them one at a time. So we've got that one, which is this one, open. And now that one is red and blue. And we're just going to do this one at a time in each file until we've replaced them all. This one is this one. That one. And it's literally just a matter of going through here, finding all of the files and replacing them. This one. Which is this one. And see how it's got this clear background? That's what you need paint.net for, as far as I know. If you know a way around that, then... Well, if you know a way around that, then you're not here watching this. I'm going to replace this one. I think we're going to replace this one. This one might not need to be replaced. And it does not. Not all of them need to be replaced, because some of them don't apply to this car. And I don't believe this one needs to be either. Yes, it does. But it's literally just a matter of going through and replacing them all. Just make sure you replace the right one. Maybe that one doesn't need to be replaced. And it does not. Some of them don't have to be replaced, so just keep that in mind, that you do not have to replace all of them. And that one is going to be this one. And then this one. It can be pretty time consuming. It really can. That one's going to be this one. And this should be the last one. And this is for the fog light ones. If you hear my daughter getting yelled at, well, that's because she's being bad. And it's not the last one, so we've got this one to replace as well. And these are the intersector lights that are underneath the mirrors. So we're going to replace that one as well. Lights. Will wasn't kidding when he said it was a Christmas tree, I can tell you that. And that one is this one. And that should be it. And it is. Now, again, like we had to do with the skins, we'll probably have to do that all over again in the YTD, the high YTD files. So just double click it, and we do. So, so now you just do it all over again. This part takes a while. But I'm going to leave it in here so you guys can see it, so that you guys know exactly what it is. So it's one unedited video, and you can see how it works. And we're going to go right into game, and we're going to see if we screwed it up or did it right. this one. That one we didn't need to replace. This one we do. It can be a time-consuming process. Where did it go? I know it's in it. There it is. And this one is actually for the Wayland light bar. This one here is the one that actually replaces the color of the light bar itself, or the color of the flash. These outside ones here is the outside colors of the light bar, which we're going to leave it clear, which is what this one is. These are the fog light ones. And just replace them all. Now, I normally don't like the traffic advisor lights, but I don't want to edit all these right now to make them not there. And there's another one somewhere. Where'd you go? 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 There you go. Now, it should have all blue lights. And it's probably, or all red and blue lights. It's probably not gonna, you're probably not gonna see it too well. You can see this is red now. And that's blue. Now these are still showing all blue. These won't notice. Those you won't notice. Those you're not gonna notice. And these aren't lights. These are still showing all blue though. So we'll just have to we'll have to go in game, see what it looks like, and then see what we've got. So let's go ahead and go into the game and see what we got. And this video is probably going to be a little bit longer because we're going from start to end, and then we're going to fix any issues we have should we have an issue. And it has loaded, so that's a good sign that we're still loaded. And we are in game. I gotta get out of the car because I'll get copyrighted. I may mute the sound for that. Alright, so open up the trainer, vehicle spawning, emergency, and police cruiser 3. And there it is in all of its glory. See, those are still blue. Now, see? Everything's red and blue now. And flashing really slow. I don't know why that's flashing slow. So those obviously don't change. That, or they were part of that one that I should have changed that I didn't change. Or I missed it. That's possible too. course, they look backwards. Oh, it shines both ways. And I just see the Coronas are also flashing the right colors. So we don't need to edit that. Go to nighttime. I don't know why they're flashing so slow. All the rest of my cars are flashing much faster than that. Because if I go, it's to a different car. See how fast they're flashing? You have to figure out why this one's not flashing that fast. Just test her out. And I'm not really worried about the license plate lights flashing blue. To me, it doesn't matter. I have made the police mad now.
Son of a bitch has entered the freeway. Roger.
Oh shit! What's up, you little bitch?
Oh, that was a fail. So, but as you can tell, it's definitely working. Oh, they got the helicopter. Haha. But definitely working. Red and blue lights. All the high beams and everything is working right. The only thing that's off is these are both still flashing blue, which that's not a huge deal. And these are doing both red and blue. So, no big deal on that. I was gonna figure out why they're flashing so slow. To me, it looks slow compared to this one. But they are all working correctly. So, alright, so now we'll go back out of game. So as you can see, everything is working. Everything was working correctly with, you know, the car variations, the vehicle metas, and all that stuff. Other than it not flashing as fast as the other ones, and that's a issue with probably the vehicle meta. I'm not sure what it is. I'll have to figure that one out. When I do figure it out, I'll let you know. But that's pretty much it. And I'm going to assume that the 3 lights in the front that are flashing are part of the lights that aren't in the that we didn't change because they weren't in here. And in all honesty, I've probably got them somewhere anyway. And these are also edited by JJ, or at least sent to me by JJ. They're not in there either. So, well, there you go. That's how you install the Capri. You change the skins and you change the lights. And like I said, if you wanted all blue Coronas, you just go into the the car variations and change the siren setting from 1 or 13 to 14, as I've showed you in the other videos. And then you don't replace all the blue lights with red and blue, and there you go. So that's it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up button, like, and in the comments, let me know what else you want to see, and I'll put them in if it's not one I haven't already done. All right, bye guys.